Whatnot fees, commission fees, payment processing fees, transaction fees, taxes, shipping, bundling, unbundling, net earnings versus just the sales. Like, what are all these numbers? It's a lot to kind of navigate. And I know that because there's a lot of questions on it all the time. So this video, we are going to clarify, because truly, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Just like a couple of things to keep in mind, and then and notate depending on what we sell. I'm going to offer the quickest no-brainer math to just go forward with. So we're going to talk about it. So starting with, if I'm new to you though, my name is Tamika Crow of Custom Wood Burning. I've been on Whatnot for 3 years now, selling heat gun art, and recently started posting videos here to help share some of the insights that I've been picking up along the way to help others in their live sales journey, save from a lot of the mistakes that I made along the way, or things that just took me. There's some stuff that it took me like 2 years in before I was like, that would have been super cool to know out the gate. So we're here sharing the things. And Whatnot fees, they're not too bad, really. There's 2 fees. There are 2 fees that we have to pay attention to, right? Commission fee and payment processing fee. Okay, they're different. They are different. The commission fee is 8%, and it is based off of the sale amount. If something sells for $10, 80 cents is going to be taken out for the commission fee. This is our payment to Whatnot for using their platform, which actually is amazing because we don't have to prepay. I'm just saying, you only pay when you sell things. That's kind of amazing. So 8%, so pay to play. There are some categories that we'll get to and instances where this does vary, but by and large, it's 8% across the board. This is the number to know. The next one, the payment processing fee, is 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. I think that this is confusing because it's partially a percentage and then partially a fixed fee. And so when we're looking at our earnings, it looks like the numbers are all over the place because like, what does this make sense? But that 30 cents is 30 cents is 30 cents. It doesn't matter if it's a dollar sale, which in that case, it would be 30% of the sale, is going to come out. Or if it's $100 sale, it's still just going to be the 30 cents. And so something to keep in mind. And then also, this is per transaction. So if we sell, this is like a little level up, but if we sell 10 products to the same buyer, there is going to be 30 cents tacked on to each transaction if they're all individually purchased. If we sell the 10 items as one purchase, if we like bundle it on our own and sell it as like quantity 10, it's only 30 cents one time. If it's one transaction, it's 1 30-cent fee. I hope that makes sense. There's some folks that come in and out of rooms asking, do we bundle? Can we bundle? This is typically, I feel like, what they're referring to, because Whatnot does automatically bundle, but they bundle the packages into one order. They do not bundle into one transaction. And so this 30 cent is per swipe, per transaction. I hope that makes sense. So commission and then processing fee. The main difference is the order, what it's based off of. So while the commission, the 8% is based on the sale. So like if it's $10, 8% of $10. The payment processing fee is that 2.9% is based off the order value, like the whole thing. And so if so this includes the taxes, this includes the shipping. So if someone buys something for $10 and then the taxes are 50 cents, and then, or just say $1, say the taxes are $1 and then the shipping is $9 for easy math, then the total order, the total payment is $20, right? $10 product, $1 taxes, $9 shipping. So that payment processing fee, that 2.9%, is going to be based on $20, not $10. I think that's an area where it gets confusing. So 8% commission, 2.9% processing, plus the 30-cent transaction. That's across the board. A couple things to note. Coins and money sellers get the luxury, I know it seems unfair, is what it is, get the luxury of a 4% commission. Coins and money specifically. They also, along with comics, TCG, sports, singles, toys, and hobbies, get 0% commission. This may just be a temporary thing, but 0% commission above $1,500. That's specific to those categories. So if we're not in those categories, then we don't need to worry about that. But coins, money, comics, TCG, sports, singles, toys, and hobbies. Okay, 0% commission above $1,500. Other things to note are the EU and UK have different fee schedules. All right. And then Premier Shop, it's different, which Premier Shop, they earn it. They do earn it. It's not what they sell, it's how they sell. They have to hit 50,000 in sales, $50,000 worth of sales every 90 days, along with maintaining high levels of like customer service and like follow all the rules and all this kind of stuff. If they maintain that and they get that Premier Shop status, that 8% commission gets dropped by 10%. So Premier sellers are paying 7.2% commission. If we're not Premier, we don't have to worry about that either. But good to know. For the most of us, it is 8% based on the sale amount, and then 2.9% based off of like the total shipping included, right? Shipping and taxes included, and then that 30 cents tacked on. So as a rule of thumb, I suppose, or like easy math, the simplest way to gauge, like, all I want to know is what's my payout going to be. The easiest math is we just say, okay, 8% plus basically 3% is 11%, right? And then it's going to tack on the 30% and it's going to fluctuate a little bit. So if we just round about account for approximately 12% of our order values are going to come out, then we're going to be fairly close. We're going to be in the ballpark for what our net earnings are going to be. And so I hope that clarifies. 12%, just write it down. That's the number. Okay. If you found this valuable or helpful, please give it a thumbs up and let YouTube know to share with more live sellers. And if there's any questions, don't be shy. Drop it in the chat or in the comments. And then if there's a topic, anything else that maybe I could help clarify from the live sales space, especially if you're new, don't be shy. We're on a 365 challenge here to just post something every day that hopefully will help others. And so get your questions in the queue, right? In the meantime, I want to say happy live selling. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.